A note on demon. Demon. And indeed, the name is not just a joke. It's a real horror show. To quote Alex from the famous Clockwork Orange, Anthony Burgess, wonderful, exceptional book, and he with the Malchiks and the babushkas and the droogs and a real horror show. He used to say this whenever there was something good, real horror show. Even if I'm guessing it's like in Donnie Brasco, wherein Johnny Depp, the undercover FBI agent, talks to his colleagues and explains the language of the mafia, of the Goodfellas, and he says that they say forget about it, and it's forget about it for anything. It's even if it means just forget about it, or if it's so good, well, such a good-looking woman, oh, forget about it. Or if it's something bad, that car was so bad, forget about it. It's for everything. Real horror show. This is a horror movie which I generally avoid because it's not my cup of tea. I'm trying to see if I don't need to put somebody. They're very sensitive here. If you show something, they just make a criminal Nuremberg case. I don't even say where I am, for that matter. It's a secret service compound of here. Actually, I go at the pool across the street from them, and I told them the other day, look, for the reputation of this institution, which is supposed to secretly watch over us and make sure we obey the rules, stop fucking smoking here near the pool, near the Radisson, and make this pile of wasted cigarettes. When they end the cigarettes, they just throw the... Bring a goddamn box or something to put the garbage in. If you don't bring a... Anyway, to return, it's an interesting story though, especially if you're into these movies, and it's the story of this Piotr, or Peter, who comes from London. He's going to marry a Polish young girl. Only he met her on the internet, and they just talked through Skype. And his would-be father-in-law is pointing that out, criticizing him. Well, just on the Skype. Anyway, once he's at the house, he starts digging with a machine, excavator, a digging machine, whatever you call it, and he finds a body. So there's one thing. Plus, when he's moving into town, he's crossing a river. There's a woman shouting and crying, and over what we realize is someone who drowned. We see also the lights from an ambulance, and then we move to the marriage, and the marriage is where everything starts to go wrong. First of all, the man is confused. Piotr, instead of mentioning his wife, he mentions Hannah. Who the hell is Hannah, they think? Well, he's getting drunk. Indeed, they start dancing, he's on the ground and just starts shaking. They say, oh, again, too much vodka. And indeed, they drink a lot of vodka, my God. But it's not stopping, and so they say epilepsy. But then the man starts talking Yiddish. Yiddish? This is not a symptom of epilepsy, and for that matter, no, it's not a symptom of any disease. So what happened to him? Well, a man who knows the history realizes that it's a deep book, and it's this Hannah who came from the dead to inhabit his body, and the old man who is, I think, is he's Jewish, probably. Maybe I fail to remember exactly his background, But anyway, he starts talking to the girl. Why are you doing this? This man is married. Look, there's his wife here. And indeed, they're all desperate. And it's also funny at times because this father-in-law, keeps coming with serious, if wrong suggestions and outrageous ones. Well, let's forget about him. That he's not married. The priest will just annul the marriage. And then the ambulance comes because he's sick, and to get it away. I don't want the guests to see. And then the priest goes into the ambulance and says, "Okay, at the parish house." So he's using the ambulance like it's a taxi or so. So it's combined with grotesque elements, with horror, and at times, as I said, it's interesting. It's just that it's not my thing. So I'm prejudiced, and it's just a question of interrupting my line of serious films like Bergman, or comedies like When Harry Met Sally. I have to include something like this. Plus, it was on Cinemax, and they're supposed to give us the best. And indeed, the film was probably nominated for a prize in Krakow or whatever.